Hey there, it's been a while since I dropped a video on this channel. If you usually come here to watch some video tutorials, you'll notice that it's because I'm trying to look for some other ways of teaching HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and other programming languages without dropping step-by-step tutorials on how to do so. So now we just work on projects, which should also help you build a nice portfolio for the next job you're trying to apply for your CV or something else. So a lot of these projects we're going to be building, we're going to use JavaScript, HTML, CSS. We're going to be using Python for some and other JavaScript framework such as React, Next.js. And also we'll be having a backend for some of our projects using Node.js. Won't go into PHP. So we'll just use Node.js and MongoDB. Then for some, we use MySQL, which is MySQL, okay? So for this project, we're just working on a banking app. Now for this project and other projects to come, well, you are allowed to use them for your portfolio, but not to make other tutorials for public use, okay? So you can use them on your portfolio. I'm okay with that. I don't mind, but you cannot use them for making tutorials for other people. So without any other further ado, let's jump right into the project. So the project is just a copy of the reward banking application. So it doesn't have everything a banking application has. It doesn't have a back end for now. Though its functions, I'll show you how you could make cool projects like this without including a backend server for now. Okay, so even though it doesn't have a backend server, we still have the opportunity to log in. So will have the opportunity to log in as a user. Now, when you log in as a user, you get the account summary, you get the transaction history, and you get a chance to make a transaction. Now, this is an account that has been used before, and you can see that we have some deposits, some withdrawals, some transfer. Okay, so we could add some, let's say, a deposit of, I think that is 100 grand and to myself. So you see, the the account gets updated, okay? And if you reload, it stays the same. Why does this happen? We make use of the computer's local storage. Remember, I told you we don't have a backend server because if we do have a backend server such as MongoDB or MySQL, we're getting all this from the backend server. Okay, but for now, we aren't making any request to no server. So this is from the local machine, and I'm going to teach you how you can use the local machine for really small projects because this is no big projects, okay, for reusers to use. So now we can also do transfer, and let's say $10,000 to the next user, which is user two. And if we sum it, we see we get a transfer to user two of 10,000. Now we get updated. And if we log out and go into user two and input the password, so in case you have downloaded the file, we just have user one, user two, and user three. Then the password is just password one, password two, password three for each of the user. So when you come in, you get the updated balance of 1,000. Then I think this should be from user one. So when we are writing our own, we're going to give it a good um message here. So we'll get an updated balance and say we you can see a unique account number is also here. So say we need to make a withdrawal, we could say withdraw 1,000, or let's use an odd number and just say we need $77. Okay, we get it withdrawn out and our balance updates. Okay, Even if you need 66 cents, you get it. And you see 0.66 cents nicely formatted, and you get your remaining balance. Okay, and we can also transfer back to the user one. Let's say it's 6 cents, and username, say user 3. Transfer to user 3, and you could also transfer to user 1. Okay, so we'll log out and let's go first into user 3. So each user has a unique account number and a unique balance, which always starts at $100 and $1,000, sorry. So we see we get the 66, and we get this from the user 1. And if we log out and come into user 3, sorry, user 1, then we also get an updated balance. Okay, password 1. Okay, so see, we get this updated balance and also the transaction history. So this is just what we'll be building in the next few hours of this video. So I advise you to focus so that you can be able to understand, and at the end of this there's going to be a challenge for you. So just focus, and I'm sure you're going to benefit from this project.